Hello. This is the energy report for June 9th, 2023. And so the sun is in the second day of gate 45. So that second line is that hermit line, right? Really taking this energy and feeling into how it is uniquely for us and how we can utilize this energy to bring it forth, right? And really help the collective. What is our special way that we are going to utilize this? And so Consensus is the key word here. Gathering together is strengthened by acknowledging the common interest. The inventiveness to establish techniques by which common ground can be assessed. A material direction through the expression of techniques that benefit the others. An innate rebellion against conformity. The refusal to accept material techniques of others. And so we're trying to find our resources. We're trying to find the best way for distribution of all of our resources, right? Whether it's money, whether it's material things, or whether it's energy, time, and holding that space. And so it's about, though, the collective. We really are trying to help the collective energy here. And so how can we find that balancing point of doing it for everybody, but also still having our own uniqueness here, right? Still being able to have our individual self within the collective. How can we still go along with the consensus of everybody, but not take away the individual in that process, right? We all still need to have some of the same. There needs to be kind of that, even we all need to agree that money is going to be our resource right now that we're going to exchange, right? And so that needed to be something that's agreed upon. We're looking at Bitcoin, we're looking at cryptocurrencies, we're coming into sacred economies, right? There's all these different ways, right, that we can that we can acquire money, that we can make money. And so, but the consensus still is that money is the thing that we trade out, right? And so, as we're shifting and as we're evolving into this next era, what is the consensus going to be? What is it going to be that will be the best for the whole, right? And we get impact. And so really looking at how our individual process, our stories, our ideas can impact this and shift the whole collective, right? And not just one person, but I mean, we all make a difference. We all make this ripple effect. We all create the consensus. And so, we all do make an impact. And so how are we going to make an impact on the consensus? How are we going to stand in our unique individual way, but still help the greater good, help shift humanity where it needs to shift, where it needs to open up, so that we can have more peace, more love, this whole of living in trust and living in this abundant mindset. And let's get rid of that lack mentality, that fear mentality. We're so close, but yet I feel like some of us have gone back to living into fear with everything that is going on. How can we trust that it's unfolding the way that it needs to unfold, that sometimes we might need things to crumble first before we can come back through and build it back up? And so as we're in this stage of kind of this unknown and the crumbling of some systems and some things in our collective, how can we stand and create that impact? How can we show what is valuable, what is important? How can we share that so that we can help this shift come along? And we get eggplant, we get our shadow. And so looking at some of these areas on where things are crumbling, where are some of these things that we need to really create an impact with, we really need to band together so that we can create this shift. And it is about the consensus on where do we think that it needs to all go forth. And we need to look at the shadow. We need to look at the things that are not working and come up with solutions on how to shift that. That's going to be the biggest impact, especially as we're coming in full swing into the age of Aquarius. There's going to be things that are not working anymore. There's going to be things that are crumbling away. And so how can we gather together? How can we look at what is the consensus of everything that we need? And then how can we look within to find the impact that we want to stand behind, that we want to put our energy in, that we are willing to look at all of the shadows within that and help shift it and change it and evolve it so that it is best for us all moving forth. Sending you all so much love.